A little girl was flying on a sword, taking her dad home to visit relatives, but due to lack of skill, she accidentally crashed straight into the CEO grandma's meeting room. They slid 300 meters across the table, and finally landed safely. Everyone in the meeting was completely stunned, realizing they might have damaged the building, and couldn't afford the compensation. The father and daughter tried to sneak away, but were suddenly stopped by a scheming woman. The man tried to make up an excuse, but noticed everyone looked unfriendly. In desperation, he saw they were analyzing stock data, and quickly claimed he could fix the stock drop. The little girl chimed in, saying her dad wasn't strong, but his fortune-telling was unmatched. They asked him to show his divine calculations. The scheming woman scoffed, saying the stock was about to hit rock bottom, and couldn't possibly recover. But before she could finish, the stock the man pointed out suddenly soared, causing a buying frenzy. As everyone looked on in shock, he named a few more stocks that would rise. The CEO grandma immediately ordered her assistant to buy them all. They all hit the limit up, not only recovering losses, but making a huge profit. As the CEO grandma was about to thank them, she realized the two had already vanished. She then issued a 100 million bounty to find the mysterious pair. Unbeknownst to her, the two were actually reclusive cultivators from the mountains. The girl had incredible strength, and was skilled in combat, while the man specialized in fortune-telling, and knew nothing about fighting. One day during training, the master came to inspect their progress. The man tried to get out of practice, and threatened to quit and go down the mountain. Hearing that, the girl immediately said she would follow wherever her dad went. The next second, the master kicked them both off the mountain. Before leaving, he tossed them a jade pendant, telling them to find the girl's birth mother. But they had no money, not even enough for bus fare, so the girl had to fly them on her sword. Unexpectedly, they crashed into the CEO grandma's meeting room again. The CEO grandma then issued another 100 million bounty, and finally found the nearly starving pair. She immediately had crates of cash brought before them, but the moment they touched the money, it turned into golden light, and flew into their sex deity statue, to help restore its divine form. Seeing this, the CEO grandma guessed they hadn't eaten all day, and took them home, preparing a huge feast. But she didn't expect the little girl to have such an astonishing appetite. She finished a giant bowl of rice, without leaving a single grain. The grandma was more and more fond of her, and immediately said she wanted her as a granddaughter. With nowhere else to go, the father and daughter happily agreed, but the grandma worried her daughter wouldn't accept it. The man had a clever idea, and told the girl to run up and call her mom, believing no one could resist such an adorable child. Soon the girl met her real mother, but found she was blind. She immediately activated her divine eye, and saw it wasn't an illness, but a curse. The man tried calculating, but was shocked he couldn't see the culprit. Just then, a father and son claiming to be miracle doctors appeared. The woman was overjoyed, and believed they could cure her. The fake doctor waved his thread and pretended to diagnose, confidently claiming 3 needles would restore her sight. But the girl saw through their lies, and knew their treatment would be disastrous, so she tried to stop them. But the woman didn't know the girl was her daughter, and trusted the doctors instead. Even had her assistant write $1 million check to kick them out. But the girl knew, 1 needle would bring disaster, so she refused to leave. Sure enough, the next second, the father and son were blown away by a dark force.